Loneliness is often defined as the absence of people, but more accurately, it's the absence of real connection. A person can sit in an office full of coworkers, scroll through hundreds of messages, sleep beside a partner, and still feel lonely. Because loneliness is not about how many people are around you. It's about who you're emotionally connected to. And loneliness can affect anybody. Money can't protect you from it. Fame can't protect you from it. Power, beauty, social skills, charisma, even having a great personality, none of it makes you immune, because loneliness is part of human biology, just like hunger. So today we're discussing 7 reasons why you still feel lonely even when people are around you. They misunderstand you. This happens most in close relationships. Between parents and children, partners, siblings, friends, you try to explain your opinions, your choices, your actions, but the more you explain yourself, the less understood you feel. Sometimes they don't just fail to understand you, they completely misunderstand who you are. After a while, you stop explaining yourself altogether. Not because you have nothing to say, but because it feels pointless, so you withdraw into yourself. Because at some point, you begin to feel like you're the only person who truly understands you. And this is why many people feel more emotionally at home with strangers than with their own family. Because deep connection is not built by blood, it's built by understanding. The lack of shared vulnerability. True connection requires mutual risk. It requires trust. But many social circles have an unwritten rule. Don't talk about what you really feel, so conversations stay shallow. Everyone talks, but nobody connects. We live in a world where vulnerability is often treated like weakness. People no longer feel psychologically safe enough to say, "I'm actually struggling right now." Maybe you found yourself in a group where nobody talks about their real emotions. Everybody hides behind invisible walls. You can see each other over the wall, but you can't truly reach each other. So you keep your feelings to yourself because you fear being judged or rejected or seen as weak. And over time, you slowly disconnect emotionally from everyone around you. Not because people are absent, but because emotional safety is absent. Childhood trauma. Many people grew up in environments where they were constantly ignored, neglected, criticized, or emotionally dismissed. Some people grew up feeling like they didn't matter, like nobody truly cared. And for some, the only place that ever felt peaceful was isolation. Being alone became the safest emotional space they knew. So the brain adapts to that pattern. It begins associating solitude with comfort and protection. Even later in life, after growing up, moving out, meeting new people, the mind still returns to what once felt safe: loneliness. So even when surrounded by people, a part of the mind still craves isolation. Physically, you may be present, but mentally and emotionally, you remain alone. And your emotional state is shaped more by the condition of your mind than by the number of people around you. Ghost conversations. Have you ever tried talking to someone while they stared at their phone the entire time? You're physically together, but mentally, they're somewhere else. It feels like trying to play catch with someone who never throws the ball back. To you, the conversation might mean everything, but to them, it feels unimportant, like background noise. And experiences like this create emotional loneliness, because when people constantly make you feel unheard, unseen, or emotionally unimportant, you begin to feel disconnected even in their presence. Sometimes, this kind of emotional neglect becomes so consistent that it slowly turns into sadness, emotional exhaustion, or even depression. The feeling of being different. Sometimes loneliness comes from feeling fundamentally different from the people around you. Different values, different interests, different emotional needs. You may be in a room full of people and still feel like you don't emotionally belong there. Maybe everyone wants to drink and you don't. Maybe everyone is excited about something you simply cannot relate to. Maybe your emotional state doesn't match the energy around you. And even if the differences are small, they create emotional distance. People may call you weird, quiet, or rude. But what they don't understand is that internally, you already feel disconnected from the environment around you. And when a person constantly feels emotionally different, loneliness becomes almost unavoidable. Wearing the everything is fine mask. Many people feel pressured to present a perfect version of themselves, so even when they're exhausted, depressed, overwhelmed, or emotionally falling apart, they still smile, they still laugh, still act okay. But deep down, they know the version people are connecting with isn't real. And that creates a painful thought. If they like me, maybe they only like the fake version of me. So even while surrounded by friends, attention, or validation, the loneliness remains. Because people can only emotionally connect with the version of you that you allow them to see. And when your real emotions stay hidden long enough, you begin to feel invisible inside your own life. The self-reliance trap. Modern culture constantly promotes self-sufficiency. Handle everything yourself, fix yourself alone, depend on nobody. But sometimes this becomes a psychological trap. You begin believing you must completely heal yourself before getting close to people. So you isolate yourself emotionally, you hide your struggles, you protect your vulnerabilities like secrets, and eventually you build emotional walls so strong that nobody can truly reach you anymore. People may stand beside you physically, but emotionally, they remain outside the fortress you created, and the longer this continues, the deeper the loneliness becomes. But loneliness also has another side. Not all loneliness is destructive. Some forms of loneliness are peaceful, restful, even necessary. There's a difference between being abandoned and choosing solitude. Sometimes choosing to be alone is healthy. It becomes a form of rest, a way to recover mentally and emotionally from the noise of the world. Giving yourself space can feel like giving yourself a gift, because in healthy solitude, the mind becomes quieter, the body relaxes, thoughts become clearer. And for many people, creativity is born in moments of loneliness. Reflection happens there. Self-awareness happens there. Inner peace happens there. Some experiences can only be fully felt when you are alone with yourself. In that kind of loneliness, you reconnect with your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own identity. And sometimes, being alone reminds you that you are still deeply connected to life itself. Healthy solitude is not emotional emptiness, it's restoration. It's the moment the mind stops performing for the world and finally breathes again. Because sometimes loneliness is not a punishment. Sometimes it's recovery.